Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this Vucatimes laptop 14-inch. It says Vucabook 14. According to the listing, it says it has an Intel Celeron quad-core and 6 GB of RAM, 128GB SSD, dual-band Wi-Fi, laptop computer, removable webcam, numeric keypad. So in detail, it has an 14-inch display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080, like full HD, an Intel Celeron processor J3455 with 4 cores and 4 threads, up to 2.3 GHz Intel HD graphics 500, 6 GB of RAM, 128GB SSD, dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2 and 10,000 milliamps battery. So yeah, what I like, that's the size, the resolution, the RAM, the large SSD. What I don't like so much is the processor. I'm still somehow good with a Celeron processor, but I definitely prefer the 4000 series, like the Gemini Lake over the Apollo Lake. I was really tempted to try this because of the high RAM and ROM. So let's take it out and see what we get. By the way, this is listed for around $330 on Amazon. So there isn't any description on the box here, but it's nicely sealed, so we can see it's definitely a new one. So here we are with this thing. Let's take it out of the box. Let's see also what else do we get here. So this is what I found in the box. We have a power adapter, of course, US plug, 24 watts. It's coming with worldwide support, so with an adapter you can use it worldwide. That's good. So we get a warranty card here, and we get support information. What I've already seen, they have their website, and also support on the website, and there's also a phone support available. Pretty good. So, and here we have some quick user guide. I don't think that I have to show you that. There's nothing special here. It's a laptop, so let's open that and see how it looks. It's a little bit protected. By the way, when I was holding it, sometimes you hold the thing with one hand and so on, it felt really stable. So I can tell you that I have tested a couple of laptops in the past in a similar price range, maybe a little bit lower, and this has a really good it makes a good impression. So it is more stable than other ones. So if you are looking for something which you can really take in your backpack for school or so, this looks pretty good, pretty stable, and I think it has a decent size. So here we have it a little bit larger. Yeah, this touchpad, the large one with the numbers, really large, nice one. The keyboard doesn't look too bad. Speakers here, nice matte display, which I also like when you have to work in an area where you have like a lot of light in the back. So here is this lighting situation where I have almost only light in the back, which you can see here and here. That's the worst situation which you can have, and it's not a lot mirroring, so I'm really positive regarding the display. So let's turn it on and see how we can set up the windows. So I've plugged it in, and now let's see what happens when we turn it on. Let's hold it and press. Yeah, okay, seems to start. Yeah, it took quite a while until I've been able to see this Windows setup, so maybe it did some kind of self-check. Yeah, the whole process took about 3 minutes, but now we are ready to set up the Windows 10. And I don't have to show you the whole thing. My only recommendation is, like always when we buy such no real brand names with Windows 10. Make sure that you do not connect to Wi-Fi during the setup. Just say you want to set it up offline, and only when you see the main screen of the Windows, only then connect to your Wi-Fi router. And of course then you have to start upgrading Windows, which can take hours. So that's exactly the moment. Yeah, I thought that maybe I'm going to show you that. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying. So yeah, you have to click on I don't have internet, even though if you have internet.
Just so you know, connecting to a network now could save you some time later.
Yeah,
if you want to get that out of the way, choose yes.
Yeah, okay, you can already hear it has a nice speaker, definitely works good. And we choose continue with limited setup. Okay, so here we are on Windows, has been working good. So now it's the time to connect to the Wi-Fi. And we are connected. I mean, it's a mixed 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and we have full strength here, which is good. So now it's time to do the Windows updates, and yeah, we hit the Windows key and time. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff which we don't need. Yeah, so let's go and do the updates. So check for updates, that's the thing what we need. And check for updates. So I think it's a probably very old version. Yeah, let's see on the system here. Let's check what we have first before we do anything. So we can definitely confirm the CPU, and we have a Microsoft Windows 10 Home in S mode. I don't even know what S mode means, but it's a Windows 10 Home, which is not so good. I haven't been aware of that. I mean, usually we are able to do everything, but there are some small limitations with the Home edition. There's not much. You shouldn't be too worried about that. And let's also check on the storage availability. Yeah, we have 119 and 26.3 is used, 29.8 is free. Yeah, that's about what we can expect. I think it's a lot used. Maybe we can free some space over time after the updates. It's always good to check on that after we do the window update. So yeah, by the way, what we see, that I see for the first time Vucatimes N140. I haven't seen this number anywhere. It's good to know. So let's go back to updates and let the system check for updates to see what we have and how long it takes. But I guess it could take a couple of hours. What I also recommend to double check, I mean, usually it should be good, but type virus and let's check on virus protection. So to make sure before you do anything with your laptop, like online, make sure that you are protected. Here we can see what version we have. It looks like it's not a very old version, but still there are a couple of updates to do. And so it could take quite a while till we are up to date. But yeah, just keep updating. Always check here if there's something to download, update, and if it doesn't say finished and it's still not finished, then do manually reboot. That's always recommended. So what's also very important before you do anything like online, before you start downloading anything, make sure that you click on Windows Security so you see that if everything is protected, like it looks like we have the virus protection and everything. So everything is checked. That's really good here. It wasn't in the old days, but it looks like we don't have to worry about in 2020. We are protected from the beginning. So it didn't take too long. Yeah, it was one of the fastest updates which I have ever seen. So just maybe a little bit more than 1 hour and we are already done. Yeah, this is really positive actually. I expected much more time here. to get up to the latest edition. Okay, there's something which I've never seen. Looks like, yeah, we have the Windows 10 S mode. Windows is activated with digital license. It says it helps keep your device secure by only allowing verified Microsoft Store apps to be installed. Switch to Windows 10 Home to install apps that aren't offered in Microsoft Store to avoid malware. Always download from trusted source. So to go to Store to switch Windows 10 Home, yeah, let's see if we can do that. I have never done this, so let's try to yeah, here we have the options here. So yeah, let's try to get out of the S mode. Yeah, I've been going to the Internet Explorer and searching for Google Chrome and tried to download before I was switching, and then it says, yeah, for security and performance, this mode of Windows only runs verified apps from the store. So let's try that. I close this thing here, go to the settings, and we get this thing. Let's see if this really works. Switch out of S mode. Yeah, it needs an account, so I really had to log into Microsoft, and hopefully this will work now. Something happened on our end. Come on, Microsoft. This is clear cheating. This is just cheating. I mean, there's nothing happened on their end. They just want to prevent that we can do that. This is insane. I mean, yeah, at some point everybody will switch away from Microsoft because we are so tired. They make billions of money and then they cheat on us. So now I have tried this again, and now it's done. You have switched out of S mode, and now you can install apps from outside. Yeah, okay, this is what we want. Let's go back to download Chrome and yeah, accept whatever, and run, and now we can do that. So this is more or less how I expected that, but it's even earlier. So when you upgrade, after upgrading from Windows Home S to normal Windows 10 Home, make sure that you go to the Windows Update again and make new updates, because it looks like then other updates are required, or at least available for the Windows Home S. They seem not to be available for the full home. They seem to be available, so it looks like there's really more into that, maybe even more security settings here, because with the S version they were totally locked or blocked. So yeah, there's definitely more. So my recommendation after switching away from the S version, go and update Windows. Yeah, another annoying thing with Windows, which almost never works, that they cannot manage to sync the time with the real time. I mean, usually you should expect in 2020 that Microsoft should be able to sync the system time with your local area network time, something which almost every device does in 2020, but Microsoft still is rejecting. So you have to go here, and I think you have to right click and adjust date and time here, or at least the time zone. Sometimes you have to select your time zone manually. I mean, you can turn it on automatically. It's supposed to choose the right thing. Yeah, now it does it, but sometimes it's wrong, and I don't know why they are not automatically syncing to the right time, because it's really important when you do some updates, because it can cause big problems when you do not have the correct time. The first graphics test, what I've done, I've moved into Google Maps and went to Paris, like that satellite 3D, and this is what you can see, the Eiffel Tower, and we can move around pretty fast. I mean, this is a good result here, good implementation. I'm really surprised to see this. This is much better than some other implementations of the Apollo Lake, so I think this is not bad. And the thing is, it's not even getting really hot, It looks like there's no fan here. At least I cannot hear anything. It's running on battery power. I can't hear any fan. It's getting a little bit hot, I mean warm. Yeah, it's not hot. On the right side, it's absolutely cool when we move. Yeah, I'll put this a little bit down here so you can see that where the heat is. We go to the left side, so somewhere here is probably the CPU, GPU. I can feel that, but there's absolutely no problem touching it. Sometimes with so thin laptops, there's some problem with overheating, but I cannot feel anything real heat. I mean, it is warm, but it's not like heat, which would be a problem to touch. And down here around the touch area, there's absolutely no problem. This thing works really good. Yeah, by the way, what I also wanted to show you, the battery runtime. Yeah, I would say I'm now without power since about an hour, and it still shows around 3 hours 38 runtime remaining. So yeah, I mean I have done quite a bit. I have downloaded, upgrade, do some graphic things. So if you're using just a little bit for browsing, email, offy things, so I think you should get about 5 hours or so out of the battery. That's pretty good. That's definitely not bad. But what I've also noticed is that the keyboard doesn't have a print screen. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I cannot even remember what I have. I do not have any other laptop here at the moment, but I cannot remember how they look. But I'm pretty confident that I have always had a print screen key somewhere here, and this one doesn't have one. So I mean, there are some workarounds, yeah, for that, but I have been Googling for a little bit. I haven't found one, but I know there are some things. Apart from that, I have found everything. The keyboard works pretty good. I have loaded a few testing sites to show you how we can use like different tabs here on Chrome. I mean, it should be capable to do something like that with 6 gigabytes of RAM. Now we have USA Today. I've just loaded a couple of sites. It's not a political thing here, and yeah, this is not bad. Here we have 6 open tabs. I mean, it has some lags, you can see that here, but it still loads pretty fast. It has to reload a little bit, but this is not bad. I've definitely seen worse. Here we have the weather. You have been seeing that it had to load a little bit, and now it gets a little bit stuck. It has a lot of pictures here, NASCAR, some preview videos and so on. Of course, always a lot of ads, and we still have the thing open, which also consumes a lot of RAM, so it's not bad. So this is really good. Yeah, here we are at the Crazy Games Rebel Forces, something which I always test here. Yeah, I have to turn down the volume a little bit. It's pretty easy to do. By the way, the brightness we can really adjust a lot. Hope you can see that now. Yeah, the problem is that my camera always tries to adjust, but I can tell you it's pretty dark, almost nothing to see. And we can go pretty high, so or bright. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, full brightness is not crazy, but it's good. But at least we can go down extreme. There's quite variance which you can do. And so, yeah, let's try to move around. And that's not bad for an Apollo Lake. I would say I have definitely seen worse. Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of devices like mini PCs where I haven't been able to move or do anything. So this is not bad here. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not really good in that. But yeah, it works pretty good. So I'm in the lead or something like that. 2 kills, yeah, not bad. With just a little bit talking and so on. For an Apollo Lake, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's much better than a lot of things. It's close actually, almost to a Gemini Lake. I mean, this is good. This is not bad. I mean, yeah, I'm probably the worst player on earth, but this is really good. So smooth. I haven't seen that probably for a long time from an Apollo Lake. Yeah, so that was it. But yeah, definitely full success. I haven't seen that any better than that. So the last thing which I always do is the user benchmark, and I'm running this and commenting this at the end. Okay, here we have the final results, and I have found a solution for the print key. What I have done, I have installed the Lightroom. That's something which I like anyway for the print screen. So Lightroom, that's a good thing. And you can configure how to make a print screen. So now I have configured the Windows key plus the equal or the plus here, so this plus here, and we get a print screen. I go up, you can see that here, and I can select an area and click on save, and I can save it just somewhere. And yeah, it's a nice program and it's a nice workaround, so it would definitely work for me. And here we have the result. Gaming, yeah, 3% tree trunk, not as a big surprise, but the surprise is that it's working actually pretty good. Desktop, sailboat, I would say, yeah, definitely okay. For an Apollo Lake workstation, same thing. So here we can see a little bit of results. What I'm really interested is to look what it says. Like the Intel says, the Intel Celeron itself is performing as expected. That's really good. Forget about all the other things. It's just confusing. Graphics card performing above expectations. This is exactly what I have been expected because of the great results we had. Forget about these terrible and everything. So this is just the only thing which you need to know. The drive is performing below expectations. Yeah, maybe we can change some of these settings or cable, but it's difficult with a laptop, but I haven't seen any problem with that. Memory above expectations as well. So I would say most of the things are at or a little bit above expectations, and this is what I have also been feeling. So I would say I don't see any problem. Also, the power adapter doesn't get too hot. Battery is good, screen is good, keyboard is good. Yeah, I don't see too many problems here. I mean, now we can work with the Windows Home as soon as we have shifted away from the S version, and I would say that's something which we can live with, definitely at around $300. And I would definitely recommend to buy it. It's nice, it's a stylish thing. Yeah, I forgot actually to show you the things here, but that's the thing all the way around with the ports here, micro USB, then headphones, this USB, there's nothing else. And this side, the mini HDMI, another USB, the power, probably microphone. That's about it. No opening for like heat, and this is amazing that we do not get more problems and we can get this performance. So this is super thin, I mean, and it's quite stable, still really good. So yeah, why not? And I will put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out, order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about your things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.